What happened on a fall day in Atlanta 16 years ago still echoes in NASCAR lore. 6 drivers came to Atlanta with a shot at the 92 Cup Series title. The King, Richard Petty, would end his legendary 35-year career, while a young unknown, Jeff Gordon, would begin his own. Davey Allison came in that final race as the point leader. He had led the standings early in the year, but mid-season misfortune gave a brief advantage to Bill Elliott. Awesome Bill from Dawsonville, however, struggled late that season and rolled into Atlanta behind Allison after leading by 153 points only 4 weeks before. But waiting in the wings was an underdog. Alan Kulwicki arrived in the heart of Georgia with his own team and a chance at the title.
I don't think that it was setting on any of us the significance of everything that was transpiring that day, with the old going out, the new coming in, and just how tight of a points battle that was going to set a mark that stood for a long, long time.
Then you throw Jeff Gordon into the mix, and for the first race he'd ever run and the last race I run, it was big in the history of NASCAR, not just the one deal, but putting all those together.
It was an exciting time for me, a lot of unknowns and uncertainties about whether I had what it took to be successful in this series.
When I went into that event, you know, I'd done pretty much relinquished the points lead as far as I was concerned. You know, we were just going to try to race the race.
To go in there and to have a chance to win the championship, and it was a memorable day, something I'll never forget.
Jet planes flying over, the helicopters. Alan getting all excited because I wouldn't go away.
I think it's very cool that I got a chance to race against Richard Petty. I mean, not too many guys in this garage here anymore can say that.
Where I got in a wreck and the car caught on fire and I had to go find a fire truck he had put out. You know, I pulled up there and one got out of the left side and one got out of the right side and come walking over there wanting an autograph. And I'd scream and holler and get the fire extinguishers. They finally got it put out.
Just to see him, you know, be able to start that car back up and get out on the track to run the last lap or so was something that I remember like it was yesterday.
Larry McReynolds was upset. I was upset. My dad was trying to be the leader, but Davey was the leader of our team. You know, he was everybody's hero. Everybody looked up to him. You know, he said, listen, everything's going to be fine. We're going to be doing this a long time. And he brought the team together.
And there's still a lot of things that I dwell on from that day. You know, I try to relive it and go back and say, what could we have done different to have come out on top of that deal? You know, certainly regret losing that championship, but certainly don't regret what we accomplished that year as a race team.
I didn't realize that it came down to the most laps led. You know, if I could have done that, then we'd have tied, then I'd have won it for the most wins. But, you know, you can't look back on that.
He went into that race, and the engineer in Alan came out in that race. He calculated where he had to be, what he had to do.
Alan didn't. Actually, it was Paul and Cal and Danny. They were on the pit box doing a lot of calculations. And, you know, Alan was driving, and Alan was concerned about, you know, we broke first gear, so that was his biggest concern. We broke first gear in the first pit stop, so that just drooped him out right there. But as we kept telling, you know, Alan and Danny and Paul kept calculating the stuff, and then we finally told Alan, yeah, then he figured it out. That's what we needed to do.
But that was the day that somebody dropped a big pebble in the pond, and Alan Kulwicki went home a champion, and will always be a champion.
Alan was so far behind, you know, however many weeks ahead, 4 or 5 weeks before that it was amazing that he was able to pull it off.
We were just a bunch of silent racers that Alan all believed in. And the cool thing is we helped Alan achieve his dream too. We beat the Yates, we beat, you know, Childers, we built a lot of good teams, and just never thought we could do that because, you know, 10 months before that, we went to Daytona saying we could win a championship, but never thinking you could. When it finally came to that, it was like, wow, we really did.